Manly Hall and secret powers and why they shouldn't be used against other people. One of my foundational things of how I whatever let alone Maureen Doughton in Israel talking about when you start the gang stalking starts happening, and then the rat in the cage compared to an archangel, these things. We got the whistlers out here because they're gonna fucking want to interrupt what I'm doing because he's a pickle punk, Cryex, and he's a thief. He's kind of like the little fucking leprechauns, the three guys bending over with their butt cracks. He's just whatever he is, of course. And so I'm just sitting there going, whatever. He's already. It's like, yeah, because they watch everything. They're fucking voyeuristic. Fucking. He's such a fucking puke, dude. Really, that's what they are, and that's where I'm at. And so when we're doing whatever we're doing, there's this thing, and it's the U.S. military and DynCorp, and there's other people that know about it. There's a problem with that when you start speaking of Manly Hall and secret societies, and when governments and religions become so corrupt, there's a secret society shows up to do cleanup jobs. That's just an idea. It's an idea. I remembered it and I stuck with it as the Freemason, whatever that fucking means in this place, which that can mean, operative, speculative, whatever, clandestine, sanctioned, uh, ANF and me and whatever, free and accepted, what the fucking ever they got your AM FM radio, goddamn Masons. Then you got your digital Masons. Then you got your fucking gods, man. Cthulhu or whatever the fucking all your the pantheons of gods, dude. And you fuck around with them. They do all the time. I was looking at the Asian cities. I walk in a house, they're doing whatever, and somebody's watching something about AlphaGo, whatever. That's that whole nother. They got Freemasonry there too, you know. And then I was thinking of Larry Gagent and Ron Goldman, and then I watched a thing on the robots, the whole thing of the mythos of the back in the old days of all your stuff. You're science fiction. I was really never a science fiction guy when I was a kid. I wasn't into fucking movies and shit. I really didn't give a shit, dude. I just wasn't. I was out doing it probably more than one. This thing that I've had to absorb into this fucking 2D thing of content, watching somebody else's content. Even some lame ass motherfuckers around here watching everybody else play fucking video games or want to spend. I think that's a problem with the video game thing that's happening right now. People are tired of looking at a fucking screen and imagining their lives as they're getting Icarus. They see the magic. They see because of the knowledge that's been spread through the computer and all that knowledge that's out there. Now it's affecting everybody. Certain people didn't have all the knowledge. It wasn't available. It wasn't accessible to them. So they were, guided, in whichever way they were directed for where they were. But now that the whole thing, Pandora's box, has been opened up, a lot of people didn't want to play the fucking video games. It's like, yeah, I got 1,200 hours playing this game, or what the fuck ever it was. That's not too much. That's fucking crazy, dude. I did it myself, dude. I fell into the trap, man. I had 40 days, dude, in fucking Call of Duty World at War. I was ranked 200 in fucking hardcore team deathmatch. That's stupid shit, man. That's a waste of fucking time, waste of fucking energy. I see that now. But just because didn't see it then doesn't mean I don't see it now. And then when you're whatever this fucking place is, and it's you know, um, total corruption. And I like Jesus, dude. And they're fucking with that thing so bad. There's really no Christians. When I say Christian, whatever, um, Glenn Beck's not a Christian, dude. I would like to say they are. There's not. This is not. This is. And I think I was thinking about that because I think Christianity, if he was real or if he wasn't real, he's probably the culmination of all the different other religions of the Zoroastrian, whatever the Sufis, whatever the ones that want to make you your bitch, their bitch, whoever they might be. That Muslim, you're gonna be my bitch. I'm gonna have a harem and I'm gonna make slaves and robots. Back to the robot thing of Larry Gage and all that shit of Warhammer and the studios and drugs and yeah, whatever. I heard all the stories from all these old motherfuckers. That's for sure. Are your veterans, and then you got make more veterans. I still don't want your fucking plates, you know. And yeah, you're supposed to. as far as that goes, the mystery school stuff is you do it to others, you're seeing it for yourselves. There's laws on the books. Like look at what Wes Watson did. He beat up his girlfriend. You know, he got away with it one time. Beat up a guy at the gym because he challenged somebody. Yada yada yada. Or how about those guys in the Mexican mafia? It got their buddy, the general. Not that he was in the U.S. military and he did the time for the guys that were in the mafia, stupid shit. And then that place was raided down there. There's a lot of shit going on right now. You know, as far as that Nux guy, that little blue cartoon character, he's kind of cool, dude, but he's not kind of cool. He's not me. I'd like to be more simple about it. But that really bothered me to watch Mondani and all those Muslims playing and praying in New York. I didn't like that shit, dude. I don't like that shit, man. I'm not a Muslim, dude. I didn't come into this as a Muslim. You know, I'm supposed to be some Christian, but I see how the Christianity, whatever Jesus is, whatever that is, which I'm not even good at it, but I need it. I want it. It's fucking so cool. It's so badass, and it shouldn't be fucked with. But and so when that's being totally attacked, and I don't really know any Christians. I've been to all these damn Christian schools and shit, churches and all this shit, and it seems to me that those are all the results of all your other religions. Man, the cast outs, like America is a cast out fucking place. I don't know if it's because of the homo thing or the gay thing. I'm not sure, dude. But I think a lot of kids that are the homos or whatever, you know, whatever they fucking might be, dude, they need that thing. But because, all right, there's the people that like to do the plundering and the fucking beating, and then that just pass it on to the next generation, so they become the plunder, beater, raper, and that's just how that's the way they operate business, and that's how they do things, and that's just the way that's their culture and that's their tradition. And so they will project that they think everybody wants to do that. They want everybody to be like that. That's why the Muslims, you know, women don't have rights and all that fucking crazy shit, dude. Or hijabs. I'm not sure about all the fucking modesty or non-modesty or if this shit is off the fucking hook around here, dude. As far as pornography and stupid shit like this is that's way out of the fucking realms of whatever decency is. But that's for the person. That's what we. There's really not any true teachings of the mystical, whatever the fuck this place is. It is very linear, and people are very. A lot of people are, you know, and still to this day stuck in their own algorithms, their own, you know, Pavlovian fucking shit, you know, and wouldn't know how to fucking change up the patterns if they wanted to. Probably myself included as I say that. But that's why in those things why you're not these secret powers and stuff, you know, if you listen to that thing, secret powers and why they shouldn't be used against other people. That whole thing, dude, and that's just the will and the identities and all these peoples that comes and goes. You know what I'm saying? The mythos of shit and the fucking histories. That's why I say I really don't trust my fucking history, dude. And I say if Jesus Christ is that dude, if whatever they fucking say about him, and by the time it's all said and done, if he wants to fucking would do whatever fucking to me, well then he's gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if it'd be fucking hanging out with him or fucking if he just crushed my head, dude, because I wasn't good enough. I'm not sure, dude. You know, I don't know what the fuck you do. I just know he didn't like. I don't like child molesters and shit, dude. I don't like slavery, dude. I don't like that shit. I see how it's perpetuated through that. You know, when Benjamin Netanyahu goes for the cons and all that shit, dude. It'd be one thing if it was like the great fucking. They were the great mystical civilization in the clouds and had figured out with the not a caste system, but with some kind of system that was part of the everything where you know was created out of because of expression, not because of slavery. And so some guy can sit up on the top of a fucking whatever, dude, say I'm Andrew Tate and I got 15 wives and I'm great. Shit like that. That's fucking stupid shit, dude. That polygamist fucking man on the mountain, stupid shit, man. Whatever that fucking shit is, man. It's so fucking gross, man. And I don't think he was. I don't think he would. You know what I'm saying? He would get. He ain't gonna go hang out with those dudes, man. You know what I'm saying? And so when you're doing all this, you people act a lot. You know, that's all of them. There's so many of them that say this, that, or the other. And that's Catholic Church. That's all of them, especially the ones that I know. If it be like a Paul Begley, not that I know, but the ones that are online, the ones that are selling, they're all selling it. There ain't one that does. If you know about me and you're preaching Jesus, you're in big motherfucking trouble. That's for goddamn sure. And so that's what I'm saying. Those are the crazy. Well, that's stupid prophet love you, stupid shit, or TD Jakes. Those ain't Christians, dude. Fucking P Diddy ain't no Christian, dude. Conor McGregor ain't no Christian. They want to be. And they just might be. I can't really judge that right now. I mean, because I'm over here and they're there wherever they're at. But that, they might want. Maybe they are now. Maybe they're gonna find out, dude. Imagine that if he's real, and then they have all this stuff, and they've once you commit to that, I can. It's like a point of no return once that's achieved, and they're gonna be able to find. They call it backsliding. You're gonna backslide. You're not gonna know. There's a lot of shit. The person that goes for that quest of the anointing of that extreme unction, where you are accepted in the sight of God and all that shit, if possible. Whoever goes decides to take that, because then you come back and do this fucking thing a million motherfucking times. Who the fuck knows? When the person that's gonna be a tough one, man. And then they're just gonna some will be. It's like I'm telling you, this place is like a self cleaning oven. Some will get close and just like a fucking bug on a fucking light, dude. On the light, some will get close, and then all of a sudden, and some will make it, and some won't. I don't know how to describe it. I don't even know where the fuck I'm at on that one right now. But I know right now, with all the fucking traditions of men and all this other shit, and then I'm just saying, get the fuck out of my fucking. This is when Jesus threw the money changers out of the temple, kind of shit. This is supposedly a Christian nation, man. There's Christian churches everywhere. Now you think you're gonna put mosques and synagogues and whatever, dude. I'm not even sure about the synagogues too much. I'm not sure, dude. But that Muslim thing, dude, and holy wars, and what it's done to me with the Jansenary shit, infiltrated the goddamn Catholic Church. The Society of St. Pius X is totally fucking Thelema, Wahhabi, Muslim. That's John Brennan, dude. John Brennan is a Wahhabist Muslim, and he's the CIA. I heard somebody talking about John Podesta today, and a lot of these guys that are disappearing for the UFO files were hooked up with John Podesta. Well, that's John Podesta, Hillary Clinton, and the Pizzagate people. That's all kind of crazy. Maybe they're a whole nother religion. We don't even know what the fuck they are. They like to consider themselves the Illuminati, but I beg to differ. Jay Z and all those guys are not the Illuminati. No, they're not. They might be naughty, but they're not Illuminati. They're kind of when you see them, what they are is basically fertilizer and clay, dude. When it comes down to it, some are, and some I can't help all that stuff. That will be for God to decide, and it will be better for whatever it is that should reconsider because of that. The Bright Morning Star, a lot of tradition. I've been doing a lot of stuff for a lot of time for a lot of these different traditions, and they kind of all know. And this the rods iron and shit, and, fucking apples and luau's and shit. I really don't want it, and that's just because I'm giving you back what the fuck you've been fucking presenting in a fucking old McDonald had a farm, EIEIO. You get what I'm saying? So it'd be better, let the fucking the Rudolph Steiner thing. The, See, that's what I'm saying. That's Peter Thiel, this anti-Christ thing, dude. And you're not even a Jew, dude. You get what I'm saying? Even if he is a Jew, what is a Jew? They went through all that whole Judah, all that thing, and then the whatever's. So the Jews that say, you know what I'm saying, Benjamin Netanyahu, that's why you're kind of big trouble because you're not acting like a good fucking holy man or any representative of one. You just acting like a fucking pimp, dude. Pimps come in all traditions, dumbass. And I'm not doing that, man. I don't fucking like it, dude. So I'm just saying, when secret societies and governments and dumbasses and fucking idiocracy of unfortunate, stupid shit starts to happen, and the Spear of Destiny and Guterres and all those niggers. And when I'm talking to some kid, he might have a little fucking piece of it, dude. You get what I'm saying? And he might see, and I'm just saying, man, that's just some fucked up shit to be doing to people, man. And you're fucking around too much. Donald Trump's not worthy of his position. None of this fucking places. And so he's just playing fucking the role, dude. He's totally whatever the fuck he is, dude. He's taco sauce on his cheek, dude. By some kid was set up by another kid. It's like REO Speedwagon, dude. Heard it from another. It's past the buck to a. Well, that's what I'm saying. On the loose wheel. And Lucy's Tacos, Lucy's Drive-In fucking Mexican. I used to love that fucking place when I was a kid, dude. I was thinking, I was just going back to when I was a kid, this, that, or the other, and where I've been and what's going on right now. And I just know that a lot of this shit you guys are doing right now is totally unnecessary, and there's laws on the books to prevent what has happened right here and right now. And that goes all the way back to Gaddafi and shit, man. And I'm not sure. And I'm saying that whole thing. Well, talk about a ring of fire. I'm looking at that shit on the map as I'm watching these guys fucking do the thing. And oh god, I'm running out of time on the, and it looked like a ring of fire.